Well, what's difficult about this one partly is that it's quite an involved composition, so that there's a lot of written out stuff, if you like, before you get to the improvisation. It's also interesting because the basis of it, rhythmically, is the then popular mambo rhythm is just coming in from Latin American immigrants to New York. So it's a very early example actually of jazz players trying to play Latin. You know, Dizzy Gillespie had done it, but relatively few other people have done it, and especially not done it as idiomatically convincing as Bud Powell.
Okay, well I may have forgotten a bit on Poco Loco. Let's listen to it again with Curly Russell and Max Roach, who will feature
Thank you.
another program.
Tata. Tata. What's that? What's that? What's that? Sock?
Now, having heard that again, I think that's just as amazing as people do all this stuff. And, can you remember that it being played by other people, inside bands playing that power composition?
Yes, it's like a piano reduction of something that could be by a rather large Latin band. It occurred to me while we were listening that I think the first time I ever heard this tune was on late night radio from the Voice of America that we all used to listen to in the late 50s and 60s.
Oh, all my guests are dating me. I mean, this was midnight on Voice of America, lying in bed, where I improved my knowledge of jazz extraordinarily. So was Brian Priestley, apparently. Well, I wonder whether Voice of America realised what they were doing for lads like
No, give that to me, come on.
That very lived-in voice. Plainly smoking, I'd have thought, whilst producing his programme and introducing us to
No.
Powell's compositions being used.
Baba, that's dirty.
Bud Powell must have remained a fairly erratic player to work with. He turns up all over the place. But this is
Thank you, sweetie. Okay, Tata. Tata.
Book about it, which I read not too long ago. It's just all about these young Canadian musicians who've got 5 extraordinary musicians. Coming to a concert in Canada.
All done?
Lost a lot of money.
Is it all done? Okay, right here.
And Charlie Parker,
That's
Dizzy Gillespie, Charlie Nichols, Max Roach spent the entire evening falling out and fighting with each other and recorded fantastic music. They had Bud Powell on piano. Firstly, they'd selected him despite all the difficulties to take him up one day. Secondly, it felt like together, Bud Powell was slightly out of all this sort of chaos because he was so drunk and so strangely introverted that he was kind of just wandering about and then playing the piano with chords.
That may be